Hi everyone. I don't know if anybody's out there yet, but I'm getting ready to teach prenatal yoga. So if you could, when you arrive, it'd be really cool if you could sort of check in and let me know. I think you can type on the side. Just let me know who's there, just so I know who I'm teaching to. Hi Stephanie, so good to see your name there. Glad you're here. Hi, Sarah. So good to see your name there. So glad you could join us. So we're going to get started in a few minutes. If you could keep sort of checking in when you arrive, just so I know you're here. You might want to grab a couple of pillows. And maybe if you have a blanket, I'm sitting on my blanket, but if you have a blanket, grab a blanket. We have a few minutes before we get started. And hi, Natalie. And also, I have a block. If you don't have a block, some things that you can use are just like maybe some books, or even your water bottle can be something nice that you can put your hands on to get started. It's fun to see your names coming in. So we are going to start in a few minutes. Let me see. I'm just going to check my time. I decided to put some music on. I don't know if you can hear it, but we're going to use my yoga, my prenatal playlist that I sent out today called Prenatal 1. If you want to put it on yourself, and I'll kind of let you know when I'm about to start mine, and then you can maybe start it together. Hopefully it won't get funky there. But I'm just looking at my clock. We got a couple more minutes. Hi, Natalie. Oh, James, hi. So glad to see you guys. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. And I started out just doing some things around the house. And then I have a friend came over and we did one of the yoga from Balance Yoga. We did a class online together, which was great. Thank you, Erica, to that. And then we went for a long walk on the canal, which felt fabulous. And now here I am, and I'm really looking forward to leading a class tonight. I hope you guys are just about ready to go. You're in a comfortable spot. We'll try to make it as similar to a real class as I can. Even though I can't see you, I'll try to talk to your body and help you to know, kind of how to move safely. So if you want to just start getting yourself settled in, we got about one more minute. I'm trying to think like what, like we usually talk about our name and our guest date, and obviously we have to skip that part, but, what are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for having everything I need, really. I'm very blessed that I have everything in my house that I need, and, I'm healthy and well, and I can get out and walk and stuff, which clears my head and makes me feel great. So as you start to get ready to practice, we're going to start, like I said, in just another minute. As you get ready to practice, maybe just start to bring yourself into a space where you can think, what's good? What's good today? Stop the swirling and the thinking about the negatives and the what ifs and all that, and just bring yourself into a space where you can say, what's good? Okay? And so it's 6 o'clock. Hopefully everybody who was hoping to join us is here. And I am going to start my playlist now. Hopefully, like I said, you can hear it. And if not, feel free to play something of your own. So to start the class, just like we always do, just bring yourself onto your mat. Maybe hands on your legs or in your lap, or bring one hand to baby and one hand to your heart, and let your eyes close, and let yourself just begin to tune into the breath. Feel the rise and fall of the inhales underneath your hands. Slowing down that breath. Maybe this is the first time you've really taken a moment to take a really deep breath today. Feel the inhale, expand your chest and your rib cage, and then the exhale, empty out. Continue to breathe like this. Keep lengthening the inhales and the exhales. If the mind starts to get busy, and we're all dealing with that right now, if the mind starts to get busy, just bring yourself back to that breath. Let the breath become so important that you give it your full attention and there's no room for anything else. Just this nice deep breath in and this full exhale. And then just keep focusing on that good. What are you grateful for today? Your hand's on one of them, right? That beautiful baby growing in your belly. Just keep bringing your mind back to that, back to the good, back to what you have that makes you feel happy and at peace. There's so much to celebrate, even in the midst. We'll have a little bit of craziness. Going to begin to bring a little bit of movement, and so we're going to start class just as we always do, with a nice deep breath in as you scoop your arms out to the side, palms come together overhead, and then exhale the hands down to the heart. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, scoop and reach the hands overhead. Exhale the hands down to your heart. And 1 more time. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms come together overhead, and exhale the hands down towards your heart. This time we're going to get a little bit of a side stretch here. So inhale, reach the fingertips high. Exhale, right fingertips come down to the side. I guess I'm going to go this way. Left fingertips reach up and over. The camera is freaking me out because it goes the opposite way. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, take it to the other side. Left fingertips down, right fingertips reach over. Inhale, left. Now take a twist. Right fingertips behind you, left fingertips on the outside of that right knee. Draw really tall through the spine and look over the right shoulder. Long inhale, full exhale. On your next inhale, reach the fingertips high, and then exhale, take it to the other side. Left arm back, right fingertips forward or the outside of the left knee. Grow tall through the spine, and then rotate the spine looking over the left shoulder. Take 1 round of breath here. And then inhale yourself up to center. Reach nice and high on your next inhale. Open the arms up a little bit. And then interlace your fingers. Press your palms up to the ceiling. And then round the spine. Tuck the chin. Draw the pubic bone up towards the chin. Inhale, reach high. Exhale once again, round the spine. Press the palms away from you as you tuck your chin and round the whole spine. Inhale, reach high. Last time, interlace the hands and round that spine. Inhale, bring yourself up to center. Hands come into your lap. Let's do some nice opening up stretches in the legs here. So, pardon me, it's warmer in here than I thought it was. So we're going to spread your legs out into a straddle. Keep your toes nice and active here. So drawing the toes up towards the face. Draw your the muscles of your thighs into the bone here. Inhale, reach nice and tall. Exhale, right fingertips come down towards the right toes. Left fingertips reach up and over. Deep inhale. Maybe you go a little deeper into the stretch on the exhale. Inhale, reach high. Take it to the other side. Left hand comes down. Right fingertips reach over. Deep breath in and exhale. Maybe you sink a little deeper. On your next inhale, both fingertips come high. Exhale, hands come down in front of you. And then just start to walk your fingertips out away from you. Keep the thighs rotating open, toes reaching towards the ceiling. Try to keep your head and your neck right in line with your spine, so you're not looking up or curling the chin down. Just a nice neutral spine. Deep breath in. Maybe you walk those fingertips a little further on the exhale. Deep breath in. Maybe a little bit further. And then walk yourself back up. Draw your legs in. Bring the soles of your feet together this time. Inhale, reach tall. Hold on to your ankles, not your toes, so that you don't curl your feet up. And then press your elbows towards your knees as you start to tip the torso forward. You don't have to go very far here to feel a nice stretch on the inner thighs. So this isn't about being a Gumby and getting the nose to the floor. It's just a gentle pressing forward. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, go ahead and round the spine. Lift yourself all the way up to center. Scoop the arms out to the side. And hands come down to your heart one more time. Really nice. Let's turn ourselves over onto all fours now. So if you have your blanket and you're not on carpet, if you're on a hardwood floor like you would be at the studio, then I recommend you bring your blanket to cushion your knees a little bit here for the hands and knees. But I'm on carpet, so I'm not going to use that tonight. So just bring yourself onto all fours. When you get to all fours, find your nice active hands. So your hands are right underneath your shoulders. The knuckles of each finger are pressing into the floor. Knees are right underneath your hips, and your feet are active as well. So really think about pressing. So they're just sort of flopped back there, but really think about pressing all the toes into the floor. Draw the baby up towards spine. So you're really filling up that space in your low back. Don't let there be a sag there, because that overtaxes the abdominal muscles, which are already getting stretched in pregnancy. So we really want to protect those muscles by drawing into a nice flat spine. Take a deep breath in, and then start some nice hip circles here. So on the exhale, the hips go down to the right heel, around to the left heel, and then back up again. Just let this be organic and juicy, just flowing with this. The elbows are soft and not left out. Deep breaths in and long breaths out. Do about 4 or 5 in one direction. Get your eyes closed and just like fluidly moving through space with the body. If you haven't switched sides yet, go ahead and go the opposite directions. You're going towards the left heel first. The exhale is back towards the heels, and the inhale is lifting up. Long inhales and full exhales. Make this soft and juicy. The next time you're up, stay up. Lift yourself up. Bring yourself back into that neutral spine. Really think about that, drawing baby up towards spine. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, round the spine and push the mat away. Just get a really nice stretch here. Inhale, back to neutral. Don't let the belly sag into cow. Into cow if you're pregnant. And then exhale, round the spine, push the mat away. Excuse me, keep that going with your breath. The inhale to neutral. The exhale rounds the spine and pushes the mat away. One more time. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale yourself back to neutral. Now we're going to just start to engage the core even more. So extend the right leg behind you. Toes are still on the floor for the moment. Left fingertips are out in front of you. On an inhale, keep that low back filled up. Don't let it sag down. Keep it filled up. And then lift toes and fingertips. The feet are active and pushing, like the ball of the foot is pushing to the back of the room, and the fingertips are reaching. Just stay right here in stillness for one round of breath. Deep inhale and full exhale. Now reach with the inhale and tap on the exhale. Inhale, reach. Try not to transfer the weight down, but just tap them gently and then lift back up. Keep it going. Your breath filling up the movement. One more time on this side. Deep breath in. Exhale and reach. Hand and knee come down. Let the hips go back to child's pose. Maybe the knees open up. But when you come back into child pose, make it really active. So see, my arms aren't flopping down on the floor. Keep your your forearms up off the floor. Keep pushing the mat away with the fingertips, and then like opposite motion, drawing your shoulder blades down your back. Nice full inhale and full exhale. One more round of breath here. And then inhale yourself back up. Get those knees back in underneath your hips if you open them up for child's pose. And we're going to take it on the other side. First things first, make sure you gather baby up towards your spine. Protect the abdominal muscles. Extend the left leg behind you and the right fingertips long. And then keeping that engagement, inhale, lift. Toes and fingertips nice and long. One round of breath here. Deep breath in. Full exhale. And now inhale, reach long. Try to get as long as you can between the fingertips and the toes. Exhale, release, but don't put weight on those. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Keep it going with your breath. The eyes can be closed for an internal focus, or you can gaze just quietly down at your mat. Keep focusing on the breath though. Keep moving those deep inhales as you reach and those full exhales as you tap. And tap. One more time here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hand and knees down. Open up nice and wide once again. Coming into child's pose. The head is on the mat. You can rock your forehead side to side here. Long inhale and full exhale. On your next inhale, take your left arm, thread it underneath your right armpit, and then lay your left cheek down on the mat, and then draw your right hand down back towards your left wrist, and just press gently into the floor to open up across the shoulders a little bit here. Let the eyes close. Give it a full round of breath. And then unwind the pose. Arms stretch long once again. And then we'll take the same pose on the other side. So the right hand threads underneath the left. Deep inhale. Full exhale. One more deep breath in. And exhale. And unwind yourself again. Inhale, lift yourself up to all fours. Get your hands stacked back underneath your hips and hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Now you're going to extend your right leg behind you. This time, roll to the inside of the right foot. Take that left foot and kickstand it off your mat, and then open up here into a modified side plank. If you want a little bit more out of this, you can lift the right foot up. Keep engaging everything. Keep drawing everything into center. Keep hugging baby to spine. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Let the right foot come down. Sweep that right arm over your ear. And then sweep it down and come into squatting back towards that right leg. And then draw it over. So the exhale sweeps down. Inhale reaches up and over. Exhale down. Inhale, reaches over. Last time like that. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Turn it over. And bring yourself back to all fours. I'm going to turn around my mat. You're going to extend your left leg behind you. I just don't want to turn my face away from the camera. So extend your left leg behind you. Roll to the inside of that left foot. Kickstand the right foot off. And then inhale and open this up. Left fingertips reach high to the ceiling. You're engaging the side body, keeping it nice and long. And then maybe you lift that left leg up. Keep really actively pressing into that right arm and drawing your energy up and away from the floor. Left fingertips reaching nice and high. And maybe you look up at those left fingertips. One more inhale. And then the left foot lowers. Draw the left arm over the ear and then sweep it down. On the exhale, inhale, tall. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, reach. Exhale and sweep. Inhale, reach. Last one. Sweep it down and then reach up and over. Turn yourself over to all fours once again. And this time we're going to tuck our toes, lift our hips, and bring ourselves into downward facing dog. So in downward facing dog, your feet are hip width apart. Wider if you're further along in your pregnancy. If you're over 30 weeks, you probably want your feet a little bit wider to make room for baby. Your hands are shoulder width apart. And again, once again, just like we did when we were on all fours, really think about pressing into the knuckles of the index finger. The hands are very active. The index fingers are parallel. On an inhale, rise high on the toes. Get a nice stretch on the bottom of your feet. Exhale, knees come down to a hover. Inhale, push yourself forward to upper push-up. And then exhale, scoop yourself up nice and high back to downward facing dog. Same thing again, rise high on the toes on the inhale. Exhale, knees to a hover. Inhale, push forward, upper push-up. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Last time, inhale, rise high. Exhale, knees to a hover. Inhale, push forward, upper push-up. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, look forward. Step the right foot to the top of the mat. Right foot's on the outside of baby. Hands are on the inside. So you've got lots of room here for baby. You can grab your block if you have it here. And then inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, lower. I'll turn sideways again so you can see me. So we're down here in a nice low lunge. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, release. Several more times like that. You rise on the inhale and you lower. That back heel stays lifted. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and release. Each time you release down, try to draw your heart through your arms. Exhale and release. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale, release. Release that left knee to the floor. Flatten the top of the left foot and then scoop the arms up. Coming into a low lunge here with the back knee down. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Cactus your arms and sink nice and low. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, release down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and release. Nice and active with the arms. Imagine you're pulling something heavy down from the ceiling. Like really pull those arms down. Inhale, reach again. Exhale, fingertips come down. Swing that back leg around. We're going to do a round of push-ups here. But in prenatal, we're protecting the abdominal muscles. We're never going to do full push-ups. That's too much of a strain on your abdominal muscles. And we're going to lift our feet up so it takes the weight. If you notice when you're in a modified push-up, if you release your knees, often you stay kind of on the kneecap. You feel a little bit of pressure. When you lift your heels, it kind of rolls that pressure up off to the fleshy part at the top of your knee. That's where I want you for your push-ups. So inhale, lower the arms. You don't have to lower very far. Exhale, push the mat away. Keep it going. The inhale lowers. The exhale pushes away. So we're building a lot of strength here to carry all that baby gear. Inhaling and exhaling, pushing the mat away. Keep it going. Keep those elbows close to your side body. Keep the breath nice and fluid. Let's try to do 2 more here. If you've had enough, I can't see you. You can just press back to child's pose and I'll never know the difference. Deep breath in. Exhale. Push yourself back. Again, really active with your arms. I want you to again stretch on the shoulders and the arms here. So I want you to keep your hands where they are and pull your hips away from your hands. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And then on the inhale, lift yourself up. Bring yourself back to downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up. Look at your hands. Step the left foot on the outside of baby, on the outside of the left hand. Bring your block if you have it in front of you. Hands come to the block. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Move with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Make the breath audible. You should be able to hear it over my voice, over whatever noise you have around you. That breath is our guide. Keep moving with this. Inhale and exhale. Next time we are down, we're going to stay down. Nice. Release the back knee to the floor. Now inhale, scoop the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms down as you lunge into that knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale and down. Keep it moving. Couple more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Bring your fingertips down, come off of that back knee, and step the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat spine here. Exhale and fold. Scoop the arms out, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. So I'm going to come down onto my knees here and talk you through because my space isn't big enough that I can do the standing poses and you can see me. So for now, you are standing at the top of your mat. Your eyes are closed. You have one hand on baby and one hand on your heart, or your hands down by your side. Really feel the ground beneath you. Let your eyes be closed for a few minutes. Bring yourself into your breath. Think again, draw to mind that which you're grateful for. Knowing that we are in a good place, right? We are safe and we're stable and we're practicing yoga, and that's good, right? That feels right. That feels normal, and the rest of the stuff we'll get back to that when we're finished with this practice. But for now, we're just right here with our mat beneath our feet, and then all that beautiful energy just drawing up through the body, from the mat all the way up through the crown of the head and out. Find a peaceful breath. Find a grateful breath. You and your baby deserve that. That hasn't changed. On an inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, open it up and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw your arms down the side of your body, palms facing each other. Exhale and fold. Inhale, scoop the arms out. Rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to do the same thing 2 more times. So inhale, reach high. Exhale, open the arms as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, scoop the arms out. Rise up to standing. Exhale, hands down to your heart. Just checking to make sure everything's going good still. 1 more time. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, open it up and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Scoop the arms out to the side as you rise all the way back up to standing. Exhale, hands come to your heart. We're going to add on this time. So inhale, reach high. Exhale, open it up and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Scoop the arms out, rise up to standing. And exhale, bend the knees and sit to chair. So when you come into chair, try to sit as low as you can into your chair, but you keep equal weight on the balls of the feet and the heels of the feet. You're pushing your hips to the back of the mat. You're drawing your chest up nice and tall. Try not to fold over those legs too much. I know baby keeps you from going too far anyway. Reach with your fingertips. If that feels like too much, bring your hands to your heart. And then you can just bring a little bit of pulsing here. So just a slight bend and straighten of the knees. Just inhaling and exhaling. Take it nice and slow. Keep breathing. I know the legs are starting to fatigue. You've been there for a few breaths, but you've got this. Just stay calm in the breath. Stay calm in the thoughts. Focus on that and not what's happening in your legs. We're going to stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Release and forward fold. Straightening the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, scoop the arms nice and high. Grab the right wrist with the left hand and draw it over to the side, getting a really nice stretch on that right side body. Inhale, lift high, switch your grip. Draw yourself to the other side. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, open up and forward fold. When you come down into this forward fold, you can have your hands on the block or on the mat, wherever is comfortable for you. And your feet are now stepping pretty wide, either to the edges of your mat or just off your mat. Bring your left hand down onto the block. Put a little bit of bend in your left knee, and then inhale and open up for a nice stretch here. Deep breath in, full exhale. One more inhale, and then exhale, hand down. Take it the other way, right hand up or down, left hand lifts, bend in that right knee. Deep breath in, exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, walk your feet back in underneath you. Exhale and fold. Inhale, scoop, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Coming into tree on the right. So shift the weight into your right leg. Lift the left toes up off the mat. Open that knee. Place the left foot on the inside of the right leg. Hands are at your heart. Keep pressing your hands together at your heart and keep pressing that foot into the supporting leg, into that right leg. You're going to find if you're on carpet, it's going to feel a little more unstable than on your mat than when you were on the hard floor at the studio. So just keep breathing through that. It's just a new challenge to breathe through. Deep breath in. You can grow your arms up nice and high. Maybe even look up here. Calling to mind again. What is good? What is right? What hasn't changed? And then bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, lift that left foot off. So you're coming into, you're not going to see my whole body here, but you're lifting it up, up. And then bring yourself into warrior three. So start pressing the foot to the back of the room as you draw your heart forward. Hands pressed together. The crown of the head reaches forward while that left leg is pushing, like it's pushing something heavy behind you. Keep breathing in here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, put a bend in that right knee. And then step left foot back into warrior two. Opening up. Warrior two. So your right arm is reaching to one end of the mat. Your left fingertips are reaching behind you. This deep reach. A nice deep bend in that right knee. You're getting that right knee bend as far as you can here. Just pretend I'm standing on that leg so you can still see me enough. And then just bring a little pulsing here. So just straightening and bending that right knee. First, just little pulses. Inhaling and exhaling. Just building strength in that right leg. Next time you're into that deep warrior two, stay there. Now you're going to turn your palms up. Inhale, reach the fingertips high and straighten that right knee. Exhale, re-bend into the pose. Keep doing that. So you're in warrior two, the right leg straightens. And then exhale, bend deep into it. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Beautiful. Flip your right palm. Inhale, reach back. And then exhale, right forearm to right quad. And left fingertips reach high for side angle. You can look down towards the floor, or you can look up to those left fingertips. If it feels too much on your neck to look up, then bring yourself down. But that right forearm is on the right quad, and you're reaching nice and tall. Try to grow really long through the right side body. From here, from that side angle, bring your right fingertips down, and then your left fingertips down, and then bring yourself into a side lunge here. Just keep pressing down into that. You can turn the left toes up. Grow really tall through the spine. You can even make this a little bit of a balance pose and bring your hands to your heart. Nobody ever takes me up on this in the studio, but whatever, I'll offer it here anyway. Deep breath in. Long breath out. 1 more inhale. Exhale, fingertips come down. Turn this around and then step left foot forward so you're back at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Scoop the arms up. Rise up to standing. Exhale your hands to your heart. Let your eyes close. Deep inhale. Full exhale. 1 more deep breath in. And full breath out. Building tree on the other side. Shift the weight into your left leg. Lift the right leg up. Open that right knee and place the right foot on the inside of the left leg. Keep pressing foot into leg, not right on the knee. Make sure you're in that sort of soft spot right below the knee. You can bring your foot all the way up into your groin, but I think that's just really unnecessary when you're pregnant to push yourself that far. If it's really something you want to do, go for it. But otherwise, I suggest right beneath the knee. Hands are at your heart. Inhale and reach the fingertips nice and tall. Open up your heart. Open up. Maybe bring your gaze up. There's something so powerful and peaceful about looking up in the middle of this pose, I think. Just open your heart. Feel the strength in your body. There's something, a feeling of sending out good vibes or something from this pose for me. And boy, the world needs that right now. So go ahead and send that feeling out. One more inhale. And then exhale, your hands come to your heart and the left leg lifts up off with the right supporting leg. And then you start to press the left foot back. While you draw the crown of the head forward, we're coming into warrior three here. So the left leg is reaching back this time, while the right draws forward. Nice full inhale and exhale. Take a nice deep bend in the supporting leg, and then step yourself back, warrior two. Deep breath in. Right leg out. So now you're in this warrior two. You've got one leg is up. I think your left leg. I've lost track a little bit because this is backwards, and so you know which side you did last time. You're doing the opposite side. Nothing changes even at home. So just start to bring yourself into some gentle pulsing. Inhaling and exhaling. So this is a really powerful pose, but I bring the pulsing into it because I want you to find an ease and a softness here, right? Not a gripping and a straining and a forcing, but just an ease and a softness. The strength is there. Trust it and soften into it. Nice. The next time you're down, stay down. And now we're going to come into that straightening and then rebending into it. So palms turn up. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend deeply into warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend, warrior two. Inhale and straighten. Exhale, rebend into warrior two. One more time. Inhale and straighten. Exhale, rebend, warrior two. Staying in warrior two, take a deep breath in. Exhale, left forearm to left quad, right fingertips reach high. So you're in side angle here. Got your back leg is nice and strong and straight. The front leg is bent to 90 degrees. The forearm is down on that thigh, but it's not a hanging out down here like an umpire or something. You're lifting really tall, so you're going really long through that left side body. And then reaching up is imagining you could like have a handle on the ceiling that you're reaching up to. Keep reaching and lifting. Deep inhale, full exhale. One more inhale here, and then exhale, bring your left hand down, and then the right hand comes down, and then you turn this over. So turn the toes forward and bring yourself into a side lunge. Turn the right toes up. And then if you want to bring this up into a balance, hands come to your heart and you grow your spine really tall. And there's just a really nice opening on the inside of that right thigh. It's not forceful. It's not a strain. It's just a nice stretch. Deep inhales and full exhales. So this time now you're going to bring both feet down onto the mat and walk the hands into center. Keeping the toes pointing towards the side of your mat, so don't turn them out here, keep them pointed. Take a deep breath in, and then just bend into the right leg, through center, into the left leg, through center. Now, if you want to make a little bit more out of this, if Kimberly's there, can't tell if you're there or not, Kimberly. I know it's Wednesday night, but if you want to make a little bit more out of this, you can lift your fingertips up and just kind of rock side to side. If that feels like too much, bring them back down and just move with the fingertips on the floor. The next time you come up to center, stay in the center, don't rock to the other side. And then turn your fingertips to face away from you and start to walk them through the hands. Head and neck release here. With a long, full breath in and a full breath out. Walk your fingertips back out in front of you. So bringing them out far enough that you have like a tabletop position almost, so a nice flat spine. And then walk your feet in a little bit more. The toes can turn out a little bit and get a bend in your knees, and then bring one arm to each thigh. And then bring your hands to your thighs. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, drop left shoulder, look over right ear. Inhale, roll. Exhale, drop right shoulder, look over left. One more time on each side like that. Beautiful. And then one vertebrae at a time, roll yourself all the way up. Inhale, reach the fingertips high. Exhale, keep the legs nice and wide, bring your hands to your heart. So the feet are wide. I'm going to talk you through this because you can't see me if I do the whole thing, but your feet are still in a nice straddle position. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, bend the knees and bring the arms down into goalpost arms or cactus arms. Inhale, reach. Straighten the knees as you reach high. So the knees are mirroring the elbows. Exhale, bend deep. This is hard if you can't see me, huh? Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbows bend, knees bend. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, bend. And now just press the arms out. Stay, the knees are staying bent. And then draw them open, open the chest. Stay with the knees bent. Push away. I know, keep breathing through it. And then open up. And then push, really energetically push away from you. Activate those triceps. Activate the biceps. Last time here, push away. Straighten the knees as you reach the arms overhead. Exhale the hands to the heart. Eyes are closed. Walk your feet in again just a little bit further. So they're about hip width apart now. And then we're going to come into Malasana, into a squat. So take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Start to bend your knees down. Opening up the knees, bringing your elbows to the inside. So my regular mamas know that we stay here for about a minute. I'm getting my timer so I don't overdo it. Let your eyes close. And just breathe into the squat. We know an average contraction takes about a minute. Some are shorter, some are longer, depending on where you are in labor. And for most of us, that means about 8 to 10 nice, slow, controlled yoga breaths. So let your eyes close and breathe into the strength of this pose. Breathe into the opening. Find a softness. Find a letting go. So we're not gripping in the skin on the forehead or the jaw or the shoulders. Just softening and releasing into the squat. You're almost there, ladies. Just a little bit more. One more inhale. And then on this exhale, release the hands to the floor, straighten the knees. Just feel that nice release. Let your head and your neck release. Maybe turn your head side to side. Walk the feet back in underneath you. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, scoop the arms all the way up to stand. And then exhale, the hands come down to the heart. You bring yourself all the way onto your seat. We're sitting. Yay! You've gotten this far. Just a little bit more. So legs are stretched out in front of you, nice and long. Draw your toes towards you. Draw them so far towards you that your heels, I don't know if you can see that, turn myself a little bit, that your heels lift right up off your mat. Inhale, sit really tall. And then exhale, just bring your hands down by your side and just, you can release your feet a little bit, but really think about just sitting tall here. Grow your spine, press your hands into the mat and try to get not like lifting up. You're not lifting up off your tush here, but you're just lifting really tall, growing tall through the spine, drawing the toes back. And then maybe you walk your fingertips forward. So you can open your legs up a little bit here to make room for baby as you bring yourself forward. Bring your fingertips forward, keep active. So we're trying to get a nice lengthening on the back of the legs. One more inhale and exhale. And then walk yourself up. We're going to move on to our back. So I want you to roll over onto your side first, and then lay yourself down and then roll onto your back. That protects the abdominal muscles. We don't want to do anything that causes that sort of crunching feeling in our abdominal muscles when we're pregnant, because that leads to overstretching those muscles. So you're coming down onto your back. The first thing we're going to do is a nice hip opener here. It's a nice restful one. So there's stages for this. So we're going to start with the right foot planted on the mat and the left ankle crossing over the right knee. For some of us with really tight hips, that's perfectly fine. We can stay right there. If you want a little more out of this, if you're not feeling an opening on that left hip, start to lift the right foot up off the mat. You can take your hands, if there's room with baby, and you can interlace them to the back of that right thigh, and just a gentle drawing in. You also can get a really nice stretch just by taking that left leg and pushing it kind of across the midline a little bit. So I like, when I do that, I like to have my right hand on the palm and my left hand on the knee, and just give it a gentle push over to the left. And just stay there. Let the eyes close. Check in what's happening with your body. So this should be a nice stretch, but it shouldn't be an opportunity to check out completely. So you should be still listening to your body, listening to what's happening in the hip, and also paying attention with the tension throughout your body. So just making sure that you're not holding, kind of squinting at the forehead, you know, like that kind of straining across the forehead. Soften the skin of the forehead, soften the skin of the jaw. Make sure there's a separation between the upper jaw and the lower jaw. Maybe even lick your lips here. Softening the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in. And a full exhale. So you're going to unwind the legs here and just press both feet up to the ceiling with the knees as straight as you can get them, depending on your flexibility. Just give it one round of breath here, just like this, just extending those legs that were just bent in that stretch. And then you're going to take the stretch on the other side. Scaffold it the same way because our hips are different and you might need more or less out of this on this side. So left foot is flat on the floor, right ankle crosses over the left knee. Give it a round of breath there. And then if you need a little more, you lift the left foot. If you need a little more, you can take one of those enhancements, either grabbing the back of the left thigh or grabbing the foot with the left hand and pushing it across the midline a little bit. So the nice thing about that is you can keep the knee away from baby and push it across and still get a really nice stretch there without kind of bumping into baby here. And again, just breathe through the stretch. Full inhales and exhales. Feel the breath moving in and out. Feel that softening in the hip. Imagine that you could draw the breath into the hip on each inhale and then open up even more in the hip on the exhale. Deep breath in. Full exhale. Make sure you're not holding any tension in your shoulders here. That you're not really gripping. If your hand is holding the back of that hamstring, that you're not gripping and squeezing, but you're just softly holding onto it. Give it 3 more rounds of breath here. And then again, you're going to bring both feet up to the ceiling. Knees are straight. Hands can fall by your side. You can even point and flex the toes here if that feels good, drawing the toes towards your face and then rolling through the ball of the foot to point. Draw the knees on either side of baby, and then let the feet come to the floor. We're going to do a couple of bridge poses here. So if you have your block, great, use it. If you don't have a block, no problem. You're still going to use you can use a pillow or a rolled up blanket, or just kind of that mental awareness of what that block does, of squeezing the inner thighs together. So in this pose, your hands are down by your side. Your inner thighs are squeezing that block together. You're going to take an inhale and press your low back into the floor. The glutes are activated here. The inner thighs are activated, and the pelvic floor is activated. So those muscles are squeezing up towards navel. And then on the exhale, you're lifting the hip. But you're keeping all that engagement. So don't, especially when you're pregnant, don't like splay this open to like as high as you can reach. Keep that low back pressing towards the floor, and all that active engagement of the inner thighs drawing together and the glutes. See, I talk so much, then you don't even notice how long you're holding it. So now you're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and soften and release. Just give us sort of a soft little sway side to side here. And then we're going to do it one more time. Building it the same way. So engage the low back towards the floor. Squeeze the glutes. Engage the inner thighs. And lift yourself up. Once you lift, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and soften and release. Take the block out. Take your feet to the outside borders of your mat. Your hands can be wherever you're comfortable. I have mine under my head just so I can see you better. So from here, just drop your knees to the right and look over your left. Take a nice deep breath in and a full exhale. Inhale yourself through center, and then exhale, drop the knees to the left, looking over your right. Long inhale and full exhale. Inhale yourself back to center and just roll over onto your left side. So we're coming into Shavasana. Obviously, I'm not there to get you set up, but I have a couple of options for you. So if you have blankets and bolsters, you can try a side lying. Well, first, you can always do the one where you have the blanket rolled into a tube, and it's you lay with your back on the tube. And then you can put blankets on either side of your thighs or pillows with your feet together. That's a nice one. Or you can just lay on your side. And what that looks like is you're laying on your left side, please, if you do this one. And you just bring yourself onto a blanket or a pillow and bring your knees up onto a bolster or your pillows and let yourself rest here. If you're in a space where you have a sofa, which I'm in my guest room, so I have my futon here, you can do legs up the wall, but like kind of a modified version of this, and can be a little bit more restful because your legs are, so you're going to come the same way we would in class, bring yourself up to the sofa, lay down on your side, and then roll yourself over, bringing one leg up at a time. Can you guys see me, or the pillow's in the way? So then you're here, legs are out to the side. Another great spot to be. So I want you to just bring yourself into a place. Traditional Shavasana is fine too, especially if you're practicing with us and you're not pregnant. Bring yourself into whatever space you can, that you can soften and you can release and you completely rest, because that's what this part is about just completely letting go. The work is done and you get to just reap those rewards and you just get to come into a beautiful rest. So I'm going to be quiet in a few minutes. I'm going to turn the music up a little bit more, and I just want you to, together in a community, even though we're not all in the same space, take a nice deep breath in. Open the mouth, sigh it out, and mamas, just rest. Bring yourself into that space of being grateful for the good things that you have, the things that haven't changed. And I will let you know when it's time. I won't leave you here, but I'll let you know when it's time to open up your eyes and come out of your Shavasana. your thoughts wander and drift away, or get tied up in one thought or one storyline, just recognize that and bring yourself back to your breath again. Just begin again. Keep recommitting to the breath, recommitting to breathing in peace, calm, and gratitude, recommitting to not letting thoughts steal your attention away from the breath. Take a deep breath in and a full exhale out. Accept each part of the journey as it comes. Let each stretch of your path be what it needs to be. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly roll to your left side. Maybe you linger there for a breath or two, savoring the last moments of your practice before you press yourself up to seated. And when you get to seated, bring one hand to your baby and one hand to your heart. We don't get to choose what the journey looks like, ladies. We just have to accept each part of it as it comes. Let each part of that path be what it needs to be. This might not be the journey that you expected or that you wished for. This might be a bump that's way bigger than you even want to deal with. But it's just part of the journey. And you already have everything you need right there underneath your hands to get through this. And this community all of the other people around you who are going through the same thing. We're all here. You can text me anytime you want or call me. We're on this journey together. And I promise you that is true whether we are FaceTime yogaing or yogaing in person. I hope we get to do that again soon. But in the meantime, thank you so much for being with me here this morning. I am truly honored and blessed to be a part of this journey with you. Have a peaceful, grateful evening. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Sleep well.